Oh, here we go with this bullshit. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, baby daddy.
Yeah, what's up?
So, I was thinking, I want our baby to, be advanced in life or whatever. So right now they're doing karate class at the YMCA and it's $300. So I was thinking I go half, you go half, and then our baby gonna be, Cobra Kai up in this bitch.
Child support.
I'm sorry, what?
Child support.
Okay, yeah, you pay a little less child support, but that goes for clothes, shoes, stuff to support the child. This is an extracurricular activity, so it's extra.
Child support.
You said he's saying child support. Like, do you only know them two words? Child support, support child. That, like, what I'm asking you is for something extra to benefit the kid. You don't have to put the money in my pocket. You can call up there and make a payment. Like, directly.
Yeah, but I remember the two words that I asked for, 50-50. And when we try to get that established, you didn't want that. You wanted sole custody, and the judge granted that. So when it comes to child support, he said that as long as I pay my child support, I ain't obligated to do nothing else. So, child support.
I cannot fucking believe this. Okay, so basically because that's all you have to pay for, that's all you gonna pay for. So if the judge says you only have to pay $20 a month, that's all you would pay. You wouldn't pay 25 or 30.
Here's my suggestion to you. Walmart is always hiring. Fuck out of here. Man, these bitches got me fucked up, man. Baby mama tell her tomorrow she needs some money. Man, you better go to Walmart.
Walmart is always hiring. 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 Wonder holler broke, bitch, you get some child support. Section 8 Obamacare, your ass better sell some dope. I ain't here to save your hope, I'm telling you in the dope. Better save your link card or a twerking liquor store. Better shake it for Habib, better shake it for Mr. Chan. Better shake it for Tyrone, bitch, I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, only fans go find your ass a stam. Who was shopping sub, cause bitch, I'm not your fucking man. It's not my fault you got 5 baby daddies with 4 fucking kids and no else to fucking live. Not my problem, better get your ass a job. Go to sleep in trailer parks, better go to fucking Walmart. Walmart is always hiring. 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 Walmart is always hiring.
Off the liquor, bet I hit it. Yeah, I'm sipping on some Henny, going in, aisle 6. Ayy, let me get some Remy. I'ma have my dick in there before it even hit me. If you think I'm about to drop a dime, ho, you know you tripping, folk. Me the pussy free, for your man you charge a fee. I'ma get up in the guts and you gon' try to have my seeds, and I'ma be a deadbeat. I ain't tell you had that kid, you know I was about to nut, but you kept on riding dick. When it comes to being freaky, bitch, you an all-star, but you always broke. Better holler at Walmart, so you better take direction. Oh, bitch, take this lesson. Now get up on your knees. I don't wanna hear no questions. Walmart
Walmart is always hiring. 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 Oh, stop bragging about you having a man, but you know you're lonely. Saying that you got all the dough, but baby, you have no money. Saying that you on your head is real, but you know it's not. When some of my that you got from the good old pop. Run around saying, baby daddy, that but you know it's not. To live off the government, that's what you chose. You fucked up with a good man, you rather be ran through. You know you made a big mistake, leaving him for Section 8. Even though you're living arms of the daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Even though you're living arms of the daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Even though you're living all good the daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Baby mama terrorist.
Here we go with this bullshit. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, baby daddy.
Yeah, what's up?
So, I was thinking, I want our baby to, be advanced in life or whatever. So right now they're doing karate class at the YMCA and it's $300. So I was thinking I go half, you go half, and then our baby gonna be, Cobra Kai up in this bitch.
Child support.
I'm sorry, what?
Child support.
Okay, yeah, you pay a little ass child support, but that goes for clothes, shoes, stuff to support the child. It's an extracurricular activity, so it's extra.
Child support.
You said it's saying child support. Like, do you only know them two words? Child support, support child. That, like, what I'm asking you is for something extra to benefit the kid. You don't have to put the money in my pocket. You can call up there and make a payment. Like,
Yeah, but I remember the two words that I asked for, 50-50. And when we try to get that established, you didn't want that. You wanted sole custody, and the judge granted that. So when it comes to child support, he said that as long as I pay my child support, I ain't obligated to do nothing else. So, child support.
I cannot fucking believe this. Okay, so basically because that's all you had to pay for, that's all you gonna pay for. So if the judge says you only have to pay $20 a month, that's all you would pay. You wouldn't pay $25 or $30.
Here's my suggestion to you. Walmart is always hiring. Fuck out of here. Fuck child support.
Next caller, me. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Bitch, I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll. Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Yeah. Shout out to the Cows gang. What's good, everybody, man? Hope y'all having a good and prosperous day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting back chilling, staying on the couch, doing what I do best, nothing. You know what I'm saying? everybody over here, hit the like button. I wanted to talk about this court case. And we're going to talk about this. It's about a 9-minute video. And I want to talk about this. If y'all up in here, definitely, hit the like button if you can, donate or whatnot. And if y'all ain't subscribe to the new channel, Victim of Violence Tip. Now, this is what I want y'all to understand. You look at the title, it says Karen gets a new husband. And now she wants more money in child support. I want y'all to understand that you have baby mama terrorists that will get with a new guy, whether they get married or just, in a relationship. And now she wants to put you on child support deeper in the hole. Because you're already on child support. You filed a court order. Now, all of a sudden, she want more child support. She want to turn around and give you less visitation than you already got every other weekend to one day out the month. Then she want to turn around and give the new man custody. What do you mean by that? She want the new nigga to adopt the child, even though the father's involved. You can't make this shit up. Then you have what a baby mama terrorist would turn around, marry the new guy, and I'll be damned, she'll turn around and give your child, fathers, give your child his last name. You can't make this shit up. I mean, a motherfucker would turn around and give your child, the child you created, you helped create it, you assisted in the creation, and will give this nigga that she just met the other day last name. Either she'll scratch your last name off and put his last name on, or she'll add it next to your last name. So if your child name is John Kennedy, she's going to put John Kennedy Semperforce, whatever his last name is. You go to court and say, hey, man, this ain't cool. I disagree. I didn't agree to this shit. I'm on the birth certificate. I pay my child support. I filed a court order. And the judge will sit back and say, it is what it is, fam. It is what it is. I want y'all to understand, and we always say a lot of time the baby mama terrorists will have the baby mama terrorist mama in the mix, the grandma terrorist, right? But what I want y'all to understand, you also have these Semperforces who will be in the woman's ear telling her to go back to child support, ask for sole custody, get more money in child support. Yeah. I'm going to tell you a story right quick. I ain't going to say no names, but it's a female who already got 2 kids by her baby daddy. They're not together no more. She never put him on child support. He see his kids when he could see his kids. She don't have no custody agreement or like that. He do his part. He pay money. He take care of his kids. She don't believe in going to court. She don't believe in it. Whatever the issues they had when they was together, they ain't got nothing to do with the, being a father. So shout out to her for that. So she's one of them my body, my choice motherfuckers. Meaning I can fuck around with any nigga I want, hop, stop, drop and roll, and stop, drop and roll on any dick she see. But that's her business. So now she got this dude, one of them. This dude make decent money. And he wants to really be with her. So I guess they've been messing around for a while and shit like that. And She finds out she's pregnant by this motherfucker. Okay. My body, my choice, right? Did you know when she told this that she was pregnant? You want to know the first thing this motherfucker said? He didn't say, hey, I want to be a father. I want to be involved. We're going to do what we need to get done. We're going to make this work. I want to be present. You know, the first thing this motherfucker said was, I'm going to be the new dad to your other kids. And you can get rid of his ass. We don't need him because I'm going to be the head of the household. You cannot make this shit up. You don't have to work. You can stay at home. I'll take care of you and your other kids, including mine. Yeah, shit you. I swear to God. I want you to understand, it's not just baby mama terrorists. It's motherfuckers who are raised by baby mama terrorists. I'm gonna say that again. It's not just the grandma baby mama terrorists or baby mama terrorists in the motherfucking ear. It's these baby mama terrorists raised motherfuckers in the ear too. So that means, in my opinion, he don't want dude in the picture at all. Not because he's not a father, he's not active, not because he's an abuser or a rapist or some shit. He don't want him involved because he intimidated by him. He got issues with him and don't even know the motherfucker. Never even met the motherfucker. And not only that, in my opinion, to me, when you want to eliminate the father out the picture, especially unjustly, that made me think you want to do some off-the-wall shit, if y'all know what I mean, with the other kids. That's just my opinion. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. Why do you want to eliminate the father who's being involved? Come on, you'll take care of him, shit. Definitely intimidated, definitely worried. But it could be some sick type shit. You want him out the picture. Because I want y'all to understand, when you're dealing with a PED O, when you deal with a PED O, when you deal with one of them, the first thing they tell you when you watch these documentaries on how they try to be a predator to a kid, they look for a woman who has no man, who has no father, who's by themselves. Yeah, PDF file, that's a good one. PDF file, ain't that shit. Yeah, them motherfuckers want the ones who don't have a man around, who don't have a father around. They want the ones who trying to make ends meet, trying to do what they got to do. You know, they need all the help they can get, so they'll deal with anybody they need. Yeah. And this is my thing. That's another thing. Control. These motherfucking dudes, these semi-forces, want to control. And I'm gonna be honest with you. These are the ones that got money. The dude got a nice paycheck. These are the ones who be on YouTube and tell you that you need to lead with your wallet. These same motherfuckers, they talking about lead with the wallet. Your money speaks for itself, and you know, you let them know you got money, they come flocking to your motherfucking feet. Lead with your money. But and what make it worse, these baby mama tests will go. They ain't worrying about what this dude could be, a PDF file. They looking at, oh, he gonna take care of me. And he gonna take care of the kids that ain't his. She don't think about like, what the fuck? No, because she's thinking about the money. She's thinking about what he's finna offer. So he ain't gotta do nothing. But don't realize that 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be headed for self-destruction. And your kids gonna go right along with you. I want you to understand there are dudes out here that will tell a woman, get rid of the father. We don't need him. I'll take care of him. Yes, I don't know any man that want the biological father picture if he's active. That's the thing. Any so-called man, they want to make the father out the picture, and he's active father. He's not a man. He's a so-called man. He's a simp enforcer. He's a simp sucker. He's anything but a man. He's a high-value trick. Whatever you want to call it, he's anything but a man. So I want you to understand that it ain't just the grandma terrorist. It ain't just friend. It ain't just the woman who never had a man and still mad about her ex, telling the baby mama, hey man, you know, we need to cut that nigga out and put him on child support and all that shit. Now, I will say this, luckily so far, the one I'm talking about ain't going. She said, hell no. Nah. First of all, she don't want to be tied down. She want to still be able to whole hop and live her life anyway. And she don't want to be sitting at home doing nothing. That died. So far as hell no. But to me, for even coming out, saying some shit like that, if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to have a kid with him. I'll go ahead and do to my body my choice. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Cause I'll be damned if a motherfucker will control me and dictate me and tell me what the fuck to do. Cause you feel that you the father to that kid and you think you're gonna run the household. Get the fuck out of here. Dude don't even live with her. She got her own crib. So I guess you're gonna move in and play super sucker. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up, man. So I just want y'all to understand how many brothers out here who you know, dealing with the baby mama tears or have dealt with the baby mama tears, and you got the new boyfriend or the new husband getting involved in your shit like you and him got kids together. They come talking to you about your situation in child support court. They'll talk to you about what you didn't pay or what you ain't did. And he ain't got nothing to do with that motherfucking shit. You know what I'm talking about, because these motherfuckers will do that. They'll talk to you like they speaking on the baby mama tear's behalf. When you ain't got shit to do with this. You going off what she told you. And that alone, you doing all that. Just show how much a dumbass sucker you are. You don't get involved in shit like that. If you with a woman that got a dude and they're going back and forth to court, you don't get involved in that. That's between them. Ain't no physical. Ain't no none of that shit. You ain't got nothing to do with it. What you talking to him for about what he paid and what he didn't pay and what he do with his daughter and son and shit? That ain't got nothing to do with you. I told you these simple forces run rapid out here, man. They stupid. And you wonder why, you know, motherfuckers getting killed because of a bitch. That right there. That's another reason why dudes get killed, because you put yourself in business that you don't have nothing to do with. And then when shit the fan, you wonder why the fuck you got a gun to your head. Or it's the other way around. You got that simple force that go out to kill the child's father because he is intimidated by him and hate him just as much as the baby mama tears hate him. You cannot make this shit up. And let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X for motherfuckers who don't want to believe that this shit doesn't happen.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Y'all saw what happened with the video I talked about in California. Remember? You remember Simp Stud? Nigga on my mama. Nigga on my mama. Nigga on my mama. Nigga on my mama. Y'all remember that story? I did that some weeks ago. Y'all remember that? He argued with the baby mama because the baby mama wanna cause friction. And the Simp Stud gets involved. She went in the house, got the gun. The old man told her, no, come back in the house. She didn't listen. She come out with the gun and he aired her ass out. The father aired her ass out, and while she was on the ground, he shooting her ass out. She tried to shoot back, but guess what? She died. this is what I mean. These simp studs are just as much worse as these simp enforcers, because a simp stud, they call themselves stud daddies. Do y'all hear me? Stud daddies, step studs, or stud daddies. Not only they want to be men so bad, they want to be fucking dads. They want to be dads so bad. They will assist the baby mama tears too to knock you out the runway for being a father. So it's not just these simp enforcers, you got the simp studs too. They will get involved in some shit they don't even know nothing about, because they want to be a simp enforcer so bad. You will never be a simp enforcer either, because you're not a man. You're not even a so-called man. You will never get that. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You should have came out another way. Blame your mama, your daddy. I don't know. But yeah, you have any motherfucker outside in the relationship, don't have nothing to do with child's father, the ex, whatever, and they will get involved in that shit, and you'll think you had a kid with that motherfucker. To the point you probably won't even talk to baby mama and tell you talking to this dude. And I ain't talking about no respect type, you know. I'm talking about like he talking to you about the child support, or talking to you about how the custody gonna be. Nigga, you ain't got none of this. And in this story that I'm gonna play, I want you to understand this baby mama Tez Karen got married, and now she want the father, the biological father, to pay more money. And you know, you also got these simp enforcers, the ones that don't do nothing, the ones that lay up, don't work, while she do everything. She will raise up the child support so she can take care of him. She will also raise that child support, try to get up, because she need that to keep her nigga in the house. She knows she got to take care of him because he ain't going to do shit and he ain't got to do shit. Just stay with me. So I want y'all to understand that also. She can't afford to take care of their livelihood. It's your job, man, to take care of the livelihood. That's why most of these baby mama tell put you on child support anyway, despite just doing it out of spite. They also do it because they want to take care of another nigga and they don't have the money to afford him. So use your money. Yeah, I'm telling you, these devils out here will use your child support for anything except take care of that child. And then your child asks you, well, can you buy me some shoes? What do you mean? Your mama get X amount of money. Tell your mama, yeah, but she say she ain't got it. Ask you. What the fuck? What's she doing with the fucking money? And then you looked at as a bad guy because you ain't giving your son or daughter the shoes she wanted. Because you looking at it as like she already get money, she used it for something else. That's not on me. And the kid gonna look at it like, why I asked you, and you basically tell me no. You don't want to take care of me. You're a deadbeat. Mama said so, and I'm starting to see now that you was a deadbeat, even though she's spending all your money that's supposed to go to you. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So yeah, let's get to this video. I want y'all to definitely check this out. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't know why I don't see the video I got. Let me see where it might be in the draft. Yep, it's in the draft. Yep. No, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This video is a year ago. It's a year ago. So it was in 2024. But this is something I want y'all to check out. And again, this is an Al Karen baby mama terrorist. And this is why I tell y'all, when it comes to baby mama terrorisms, the originator is the Karen. That's where it all started from. It was to benefit them. everyone else, from Black, Latino, and everybody else, was able to get the grandfather clause, meaning they was grandfathered in because they're a woman. And they was able to reap the same benefit as the white woman. But it was not for no one else but the white woman. You know. So the couple was divorced a few years ago, and they already agreed. Now, here's the thing. They agreed to pay equal amounts towards the child care. They agreed now. They agreed to pay equal amount towards the child. But guess what now? Guess what, Cows Gang? The mom's back asking dad to pay more because she moved further away or farther away for a new job and got remarried. So you got a new job. And I guarantee you, I ain't watched the whole thing. I guarantee you the new job is paying less money. Now, she already moved away somewhere else that you chose to do with your new husband. And I'm supposed to pay for your failure or your fuck up, your penalty, your losses. Not my problem. That's a personal problem. That's what you got your husband for. So yeah, we finna check this out, man. Let me share this. So we're gonna get this thing started. Now, I guess this is in Illinois somewhere because they have Abraham Lincoln on the right side. And, you know, he was the president of the United States, but also he was born and lived in Illinois. So I'm assuming this is in Illinois, but I don't know where. So let's check this out.
Right now, the parties are required to each pay 50% of any child care expenses. That was an agreement that they reached in their original judgment of divorce. We're simply asking that the child support provision not be 50-50, that it be pursuant to the appropriate Michigan child care formulation.
My apologies. It's in Michigan. I wonder why they got Abe Lincoln. So it's in Michigan. And as you see on the title, mom gets new husband and now wants more money and more money from ex-husband. So it's in Michigan. I'm shocked they got Abe Lincoln. Let's continue. So this is Michigan, good old Michigan. And she want more money, even though they agreed to split the cost.
Calling case 2022-2134 Aaron Gentry versus Peter Gentry. Today is Monday, July 22nd, 2024.
Just to let y'all know, if y'all don't know, the woman on the bottom right is the baby mama Tez Al Karen. This is with the two chins, and the husband is on the left. You know, so just to let you know, the one up top on the right, I guess it's the, as far as I'm concerned, the prosecution to go against the father. You know, and then you got the judge on the top right, Brian Curham. All right, let's get it going, man. Let's hear the dumb shit.
9:50 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Ms. McNiff on behalf of plaintiff, Ms. Thomas on behalf of defendant. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion to modify support with regard to child care expense. Ms. McNiff.
Your Honor, I would just note for the record that my client is recently remarried and her new last name is Tinsman. This is really a pretty simple motion. Right now, the parties are required to each pay 50% of any child care expenses. That was an agreement that they reached in their original judgment of divorce. Since that agreement was reached, my client is on has a different job. She's remarried. She has a baby. She had to leave her previous job, which still had her making significantly less money than Mr. Gentry, as a result of there not being sufficient PTO, sufficient sick time. She at one point was taking care of the children when they had COVID during Mr. Gentry's parenting time. the kids have had some significant medical issues, some like tube surgery, things like that, that she's had to take time off for, and she simply couldn't do it with the previous job. So she took a remote job so that she could meet those obligations. We've also been in court a lot, which was a difficulty for her.
Now, this is what I don't understand. She's talking, the woman, the prosecutor, I call her the prosecutor because she's trying to destroy dad. What I don't understand is you had to take time off to go to court, and you had to take care of the children. Didn't the father have to go to court as well? And if they got equal parenting time, don't the father gotta take care of the kids too when they sick? He gotta take time off, and he gotta use his sick time or vacation time, or he probably don't have no time, depending on what he do. I want to ask y'all, Cal, again, what is the difference when the mother who say they got issues, struggling, job this and job that, versus the dads? It's funny that when the woman sit back, baby mama Terry's woman, will sit back and play these games, they allowed to play victim. But when a man say he got them problems, they tell him to man the fuck up. They tell him to figure it out. They tell him it ain't my problem. It is what it is. All these different things. But when it comes to the mother, she able to say, well, I want him to pay more money. Well, I want him to get less custody. Well, I want him to pay more money because I have a problem as far as my job and work schedule. That's a personal problem, man. That ain't got nothing to do with him. That ain't even got nothing to do with the kids. That's your problem. Sell dope. And you know, I always tell you, Walmart is always hiring. Walmart is the only solution for you. Can't work at Walmart. That's what I say. I told you, a lot of fathers are used as the life changer. And the reason why I say life changer because you had these baby mama tears that didn't have no money because they only worked at Walmart from time to time. And as soon as you put them in on child support, she have enough to pay her mortgage with that motherfucking money. She could turn around and spend on some other niggas she met off eBay. She could turn around and buy herself a new car with the motherfucker. She could turn around and go out of town and party with the motherfucker. There's so many different things that she could do. When a lot of fathers paying this child support, that's called a life changes or the life changer. And a lot of you men fulfill their livelihood. That's why a lot of fathers days like, why is I'm paying all this much money and she ain't doing right with it in the first place? It ain't for the kid. And the judge say, hey, she had the right to do what she please. So yeah, I'm gonna wind back a little bit because I want you to understand the excuse she trying to make about the change because it seemed like a personal problem.
Significantly less money than
she making sense. You notice that woman said significantly less money than the father. So it's my fault that you make less money working at Walmart and I decide to have a career or a good trade. Why is it always the father's fault that he makes more money?
Was reached. My client is on has a different job. She's remarried. She has a baby. She had to leave her previous job, which still had her making significantly less money than Mr. Gentry, as a result of there not being sufficient PTO, sufficient sick time. She, at one point, was taking care of the children when they had COVID during Mr. Gentry's parenting time. The kids have had some significant medical issues, some like tube surgery, things like that she's had to take time off for, and she simply couldn't do it with the previous job. So she took a remote job so that she could meet those obligations. We've also been in court a lot, which was a difficulty for her and with her previous job. So we're simply asking that the child support provision not be 50-50, that it be pursuant to the appropriate Michigan child care formulation that would assign the parties percentages. We do have this matter currently in front of referee Snyder on a change of domicile request, change of custody, change of parenting time. However, this particular part of the child support formula was not an issue. And I think in order to get it there, if the court needs to rule on it or send it to referee Snyder.
I don't understand. It's going to commercial right quick, but I don't understand why your personal shit is his problem. I don't understand why that is his problem about what you're going through, what job you had to change, even if it involved the kids. As a parent, we make sacrifices for our kids. As parents, we sometimes have to take an L for our kids. Sometimes we got to go above beyond financial when you really don't have it to take care of your kids. But why, when the baby mama tears use that shit, they get rewarded. Father do that shit or say some shit like that, they tell you get them a second job. So don't tell me that when it comes to this system, that this system is not gender biased among fathers and men and dads. I'm just saying. Because I want to hear what this judge is going to say, because I didn't watch the whole thing. I just want to see what this judge is going to say about changing the custody and changing the amount of money and all this shit, because she had to get a remote job. She had to quit one job and go to another. And I hope y'all heard what she said. They said she just had another baby. She just had another baby, and she gonna make you fathers fund that motherfucker, not the husband. You got to fund it because you the one that's got to pay more money in child support, and it's gonna go for her new kid. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. All right, let's continue.
Thank you. Ms. Thomas, any response?
I do, Your Honor. I don't think it's as simple as what Ms. McNiff purports it to be. Our answer to the plaintiff's motion certainly sets forth the defendant's position regarding the 50-50 child care. However, I would add that to clarify, I just want to clarify a couple of things. First, at the time of filing our answer, this motion hearing was scheduled for last week. So we had said there was 9 days before we'd be in front of court again. We're actually in front of Mr. Snyder again on Wednesday of this week. And so it's an extra motion for no particularly good reason other than it cost Mr. Gentry a lot of money. But more to the point, the parties negotiated and they reached, it was by the judgment of divorce was entered by consent. And part of their negotiation was that because Mr. Gentry for a while was working at home, because that was part of what his job was doing, that's not the case anymore. And there was some variables, but parties agreed that it should be 50-50, and that's what they agreed to that, and that's part of the other issues in a case settled because of that. So therefore, that was a negotiated agreement, and it wasn't part of it. And if you look at the Uniform Child Support Order, although it's purported that it's in there, it's not in there. And if you look at the formula that's attached, the calculations attached, it's not on there. It does not say that at all, because the parties had agreed that it was going to be 50-50. If it was summer, if it was before and after school, whatever it was going to be 50-50, because that was part of the settlement that they reached based upon all the totality of the circumstances of their particular case. For clarification, in plaintiff's motion regarding change of domicile, she specifically requested relief as it relates to childcare in this matter. And Mr. Snyder has in fact heard testimony as it relates to the issue of childcare. In plaintiff's motion regarding change of domicile, legal residence, although she indicates that she's also asked for custody and parenting time, in her motion, that's not true. In her motion, she acknowledged childcare expenses for the children under the age of 12 are to be paid 50-50, and specifically requested reimbursement regarding questionable childcare expenses. So this issue of childcare between these parties is already in front of Mr. Snyder, and he's already heard testimony. So to have another motion that we can again prepare for another motion, another thing is.
Did you know that sugar and pink salt can make you forget you ever had type 2?
It's going to the commercial, but why is going to commercial? So she basically saying that his lawyer's saying that, hey man, we agreed to this.
Both parties agreed. One no gun to the head, no force, no shit. And now all of a sudden, you want to flip the script. You basically want your livelihood to be took care of for you and your new husband and shit, and also the new baby. This case is in Battle Creek, Michigan. I had went and looked. That's why I wanted to go look and see where the law firm she was from. So this is in Battle Creek, Michigan. At least that's where they at. I guess it's not in Illinois. I wonder why they got the Lincoln statue or whatever it is. But yes, understand that these baby mama tests can come back and change anything. And a lot of times they get it. Change the last name, change your visitation, change your amount in child support, turn around and move to another state, transfer them to another school, all these different things. They can let the grandmother terrorists have custody and ain't shit the father could do. He fight in court. They said, no, we're going to get to the grandmama. Just saying. Let's continue.
Ridiculous. And also, frankly, one of the many reasons that Ms. Gentry used to persuade this court that she should be allowed to take the kids with her to her new boyfriend, now husband's home in West Virginia, was that she was offered a job less than 5 minutes away from her then boyfriend's home. And it was at a State Farm agency, and it was contingent upon her being able to move there. And then she quit her job at State Farm here. And that was all as a furtherance of her career. That was one of the big things that the reason that she, was going to do this. And now she quit her job. She worked at another job. She worked full time. She said she was going to only work part time. There's been like, it was this, and that's this, and that's it. And it's like, and the testimony and the actions don't match. And she was going to have, and specifically, I believe that she said that plaintiff alleged in her motion that her fiance is, quote, supportive of a part-time work arrangement for her. His career is stable and he is well compensated, which will enable a more relaxed professional schedule for me. Yet she quit her regular job. She took a full-time independent contractor job with no benefits. And then now and because of this financial affordability, because of her fiance's and now husband's income. And now here we are, we'd already agreed on this. This is something that they negotiated before Lisa was involved, before Ms. McNiff was involved, before I was involved. And now here we are saying, oh, well, wait a minute, that's not affordable now. I mean, I think she needs to use her new financial windfall and she needs to suck it up. That was their agreement.
Now, I will say, like she said, you need to suck it up. So she moved from Michigan all the way to Virginia. And I'm sure the father said, no, I'm against that. Just granted, I guarantee you. How many brothers dealt with that where the baby mama tells move out of state for whatever reason? And you like, hell no. Judge allowed anyway. Now, man, she say her husband made good money or got a stable job or a career job. She worked for State Farm in Michigan. Then she decided to go to Michigan over there and do State Farm. And it's supposed to be a career and growth and shit. But when she get there, she quit and got a 1099 job. That's what I say. It seems like shit ain't working out for her. Now, I guess it's working out for the husband, but it ain't working out for her. So because it's not working out for her, the father got to be punished. More child support, less time, and paid most of everything for the child and all that bullshit. I told you, you can't make this shit up. This is Al Cameron. This ain't the Ku Klux Keisha. This is the Ku Klux Karen. The originator. This is what these motherfuckers been doing. This is what they doing ever since they started this no-fault divorce shit.
This is, again, 1/2 share of child care expenses is what they agreed to. And it's not included in the Uniform Child Support Order. This issue with regard to who is going to pay what for last summer is before referee Snyder. So this issue was already in front of him. And this is, again, another motion that the plaintiff has brought that we have to prepare for, get ready for. And we're just asking that the court uphold the current order of the court, the judgment of divorce, which is the court order by consent of the parties. Although Ms. Gentry indicated that she has paid her 50% of childcare. She has not. She's not paid anything this summer at all. And now we have attorney fees in addition. And it's the same subject matter that's already before Mr. Snyder, that he's already taken testimony as to these issues, in fact.
Yeah, I don't have to have that read. I've heard that probably 3 times already, Ms. Thomas. What I'm going to do in this matter is, obviously, the judgment of divorce provides for 50-50 in childcare costs. It was by the consent of the parties. The court has not heard any reason why the court should invade and modify a judgment that was entered into by agreement of the parties, consideration of all the issues. The court is going to deny the motion. Ms. Thomas, you can prepare that order and submit under 7-day.
Your Honor, will the court consider our request for attorney fees?
I'm not going to at this time.
Hold on, Phil. So, look, check this out. Shout out to that judge. Shout out to that judge for not going. I see what is going on. A previous judge, Judge Snyder, signed off on this shit and agreed to it. This judge is like, I'm not getting in the middle of that shit. But I want you to understand, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play the rest. There's only some seconds. I'm gonna play the rest of it, and then we'll get to it. Then I'm gonna get back on the couch.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Denied.
Here.
Let's go back to her fat ass face. Look, she got that sad look on her ass.
Please.
I'm not going to at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Denied.
Here.
You know what? I put it where it said denied. I think it's better with the denied. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. So, thank God this judge denied her ass. Thank God. The judge say, I ain't getting in that shit. The judge say he ain't getting involved in that. And evidently, this is a new judge here in this case. But this what I mean. This what I mean. These baby mama terrorists will take you to court because they want to have you pay more money, or, you know, they want to get more custody taken away from you and all that shit. But did you hear at the end? Not only did she want to do all these things, she wanted him to pay the lawyers and court fees. You can't make this shit up. You wanted him to pay your court fees that you filed, that you served. You, not him. You. And you had a nerve to also have him pay your fucking legal fees. I remember that. I remember that with my case. Pay the legal fees. I ain't paying shit, bitch. Man, get the fuck out of here. You take me to court because you want to change what you wrote and signed and agreed on, and you want me to pay your legal fees too. Yeah. Shout out to NPI for the $5 donation. He said women want a divorce and women want a divorce and want to use your money to pay for it. Women want a lawyer to file a motion and want you to pay for it. # make it make sense. 100%. That don't even make no sense. Hey man, on the house. Hey, on the house. Cause this is why shit like this happen. On the house.
Christmas Eve, and they're calling my lawyer for 2 payments, telling him there's a warrant going out for his arrest. Where does he live? I got a fucking apartment in a post office box because I don't want people bothering me anymore.
This is why shit like that happens. Motherfuckers talking their shoes and not give a fuck. Because you already fucking up my relationship with my kids. You already got me, segregated from my kids. Now you want me to pay you and your lawyer and the court costs out of my pain, out of my hurt, out of my sadness, out of my madness, out of my anger. I got to reward you for fucking me over and fucking the kids over too. I'm going to reward you as a job well done. The exclamation point for your bullshit. off my pain, struggles, and unhappiness. Boy, I told you, that's why a lot of motherfuckers are talking to their shoes. That's why I say, man, I don't have no sympathy. Motherfuckers say, well, see, that's why he didn't get custody, because see, look what he did. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Like I say, I don't condone it. I wouldn't do it. I ain't wasting my livelihood. But I understand, because this bitch already moved all the way to Virginia. She agreed on the paper, signed a contract, and now all of a sudden you want to turn around and punish me. And I'm saying me as the father, because of your fuck up, your mistakes. It don't have nothing to do with the kids. That's on you. But the reality is, y'all, most of these judges will sit back and grant what she wants. Whoever's last judge was Snyder, that must be the one that allowed her to go ahead, and they use that shit. Well, I'm leaving because I'm getting a promotion and I'm gonna go out there and make more money. Or well, I'm gonna go back to college at 55, so I give me a degree, and I'm gonna go move to Maine and shit. Knowing you ain't finna go to school shit. At least if you're gonna go a semester and drop out because your dumb ass is too incompetent to read a book and learn a goddamn thing. You wait 60 years old to get your fucking education. Get the fuck out of here. And still don't get the job you wanted. Because you went to get your degree in art anyway. So that's what I'm saying. But it's your punishment for her fuck ups. I'm glad this judge looked out. I'm glad this judge like, I ain't getting in that shit. You agreed it is what it is. But you want to know the most unfortunate situation? She gonna take him back to court. And if this judge ain't there, they give it to somebody else, or he retire, whatever, this new judge might say, you know what? You can get it. It's yours. Whatever you want. That's more money in the court's pockets. Hell yeah, you can get more money. Hell yeah, you can pay more out of pocket. Fuck it. That's more money in my motherfucking salary. More bonuses and everything else. I made the court system richer and the states richer. Man, we good. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, look at her. Look at her face. You know she hurt. And my thing is, why is you hurt for something that you caused? You heard about something that you made a choice to do. Then you need to tell your husband to get a better job. Or you need to go back to Walmart. Or you need to come move back to Battle Creek and go back to that State Farm. Because whatever you decide to do over there ain't working. That's why I say, man, anytime they fuck up their plans, don't go the way they want you to pay for it. And that bitch up top, that must be her lawyer, the prosecutor, got the nerve to say, well, okay, it's denied, but can you at least have them to pay the legal fees? That judge said, shit, hell no. Ain't changing nothing. Yeah, she mad. And I bet you that her husband gonna be mad as fuck. Because think about it. Think about it. A real man, if he get with a woman, okay. If this dude is a real man and he get with a woman with a kid and she's divorced, she getting child support. If she having financial issues, had a career. So why is you going back to court asking for more money? You don't need to. We married. We as one. He paying his child support. We don't need to ask him for more money, because the reality is you have a lot of dudes that will tell the woman, hey man, go back to child support and ask for more money. I told you, it ain't just the baby mama tell his grandma. It's also these simple forces. Go back to court and get more money. We need it. Just because I could put some of this shit in my pocket. You could take care of me, or get more money from him, so I ain't gotta give you no money. That too. Shout out to Tim Howard V, man. Gifted $5 for the Mr. Palmer membership, which is the court costs. You know what I'm saying? The circuit court. Hey, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Where's that motherfucker at? Law and Order. Yeah. I'm dead serious, man. These dudes will turn around and egg her to go to court. Egg her to harass the baby, harass the ex. Egg. Because he don't like you either because of what she said. Or you a threat. Or he know that she really wants you, but he decided to be a sucker and knock her up and marry anyway. Yeah. Because like I said, a real husband is gonna say, no, you don't need to go back to court. He's paying his child support, he act the father. The only thing you need to do is listen to me and we'll do what we gotta do. We good. All that going back and forth to court, he'll be like, nah, I'm good. But these simp studs and simping force on the other hand, they're gonna say, hell no, take that nigga to court. Give him more money. I know he got a raise now. I know he just bought him a new car. I seen it on Facebook. They like the drama. They like the bullshit. I'm saying we seen many videos of the new husband or the new boyfriend or the new simp stud out there trying to fight that man, argue with that man, confront him like he did something wrong and ain't do shit wrong. So shout out to that judge for saying, I'm not changing nothing. I'm not getting involved in that. Shout out to that judge. But she ain't done yet. She's going to go back to court for another reason. Next be line about, oh, he's a PDF file. And I want him to have supervised visitation. That would automatically raise up the child support. That's how desperate these motherfucking baby mama tears it. They'll allow you to say you a PDF on your own child. They will. And even manipulate the kid to say, yeah, he did. You know? But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in, Chaos Gang. I wasn't going on too long. I just wanted to talk about this right here because we need to stop thinking that it's a color thing when it comes to a baby mama tear. Not saying y'all, because y'all know how I feel. A baby mama tear is coming off for them. But you have people that say, you know, it's just a black woman. That's a lie. That ain't even where it originated from. A lot of them just decided to, you know, follow the lead of a Karen baby mama tears because they want in, you know. So yeah, man, if y'all ain't doing nothing, man, definitely subscribe to the Victim of Volunteer channel if you ain't already have. Appreciate the ones that already did. Y'all check that shit out, man, because that shit is some real shit. A lot of shit to talk about, a lot of discussions. I got some ideas that I want to do by next year with that channel as well, and also make another channel, Victim of Volunteer, on another level. So I'm just slowly trying to get that done, just take care of some minor issues that I'm eliminating. So, you know, like I said, these baby mama tears right here, that's how they look. Just like that. Black, white, blue, gray, they all one and the same. They do the same tricks, same methods. They go to court for the same damn thing. Operation Destroy Dad. Operation Blame Dad. Operation Take Money from Dad. Operation Make Dad Be Hurt. Operation Kid Manipulated Against Dad. They do the same damn bullshit, same step-by-step plan. And they fucking failures is the father's fault and his problem. And this is why I tell y'all, if you ain't got no kids now, don't have no kids. Get a surrogate if you must. At least do that, or get you an arranged marriage. Because the divorce rate is 4%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ricardo, same story, different day. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going live, but just check after 2 or 3 o'clock Central Time. If I do, it's gonna be like around 3 or 4 o'clock maybe. So just check, but I'm not gonna say guaranteed. But this right here, hey, Just another baby mama Tez and a win. Hey, put the boot emojis in this motherfucker as we boot this low-lifted trailer park out Karen baby mama Tez out of our lives. Because she's hurt. Look at her. She probably don't even know how to tell her new husband that it didn't work. She probably ain't gonna know what to do. He gonna probably cry. He probably gonna be swinging in the air too, like, what the fuck? Shit. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck this fat bitch. Peace.
Hey, look, you ain't paid my motherfucking rent for 9 months. Hell no, I don't want no motherfucking steps. I'm Mr. Palmer, bitch. I don't do that sucker shit. Better have my motherfucking money. Yeah. What I don't understand, how you be so strong and be so independent and be fun. Bitch. You got help from government daddy, and you get the PPP loans. Yeah, you have the patience, so you need to get going. You haven't paid your fucking rent for a whole 9 damn months. Hell no. Yeah, my crib all smelly and nasty from trash and blood. Oh, hell no. Fuck this. Get the fuck out. Fucking being homeless and the least wanted. There's no bitch, you know this. So yeah. You need to get the fuck out of here. You're in the big thing. Your ass is out to get taboo. Your ass get in the big thing. Your ass is out to get taboo. Your ass get in the big thing. Your ass is out to get taboo. Your ass in the big thing. Deep into your ass about to get your ass in the big thing. Your ass about to get double. Your ass about to get double. Your ass get in the big thing. Your ass is about to get double.
Shout out to G-Man for the $10 donation. Appreciate you, my brother. I see you. He said laws are changing. Child support is illegal and the judges are committing a crime. They're stealing money out of something called a St. James Trust from dad, mom, and a child. You got that trust also, Mr. Palmer? Hey, email me that information about the St. James Trust. I don't know about the St. James Trust, but I got a trust. Shout out to you, my brother. I definitely appreciate that. Maybe we need to talk about that. So we might need to talk about that. We need to probably talk about that because we already know this shit is illegal. That ain't no question. So it's illegal under the federal law, but at the same time, the federal government funds the state government from taking money out of our pockets. So even though they say it's federally illegal, they still allow these motherfuckers to do what they want to do, and they give them a reward for doing it. So, when it comes to that, that I say, stop the motherfucking cap. Peace.
Oh, no. Stop the cap. Bragging about you having a man, but you know you're lonely. Stop the cap. Saying that you got all the gold, but baby, you have no money. Cap. Saying that your hair on your head is real, but you know it's not. Wearing so am I.
that you got from the good old pawn shop. Run around saying baby daddy that, but you know it's not you. To live off the government, that's what you do. You fucked up with a good man, you rather be ran through. You know you made a big mistake, leaving him for Section 8. Even though you're living on government daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Even though you're living on government daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here. Even though you're living on government daddy, making them your children new happy. Claiming you're so strong and independent. You was just like the baby mama terrorist women. Fuck out of here.